Day 7. We're staying consistent. It's all about consistency. Actually, this is like it's 8 o'clock, 8 o'clock at night. I completely forgot about it. Just the day's been crazy. So suddenly I'm showering after I practice football, and then like, oh, I gotta make a video. Which why I started this journey because, or more the process of journaling my thoughts and the business perspective. Because that's why it's nice to have this weekly, at least in the beginning, weekly video, because now I really felt okay. I need to make a video today because I did day one first. Day 7, I kind of want to make at least have a 7 day structure, so per week. And that's also why it's nice to start like doing it in a consistent basis, because then after a while you'll feel obligated to keep it up, and that's why I already felt now. So that's also very nice recommendation if you want to, yeah, at least start to make a habit. You'll feel really bummed out if you don't keep up with the consistency, and like there's a way of tracking it and everything, but I feel just having some sort of structure to it is also very good. In this case, just the structure is I need to make a video per week on YouTube. That's it. um yeah, basically building up on last week's video. Still struggling a little bit in the business, as in with the thoughts and what's going on. Of course, we're in an upward spiral, upwards trajectory, but of course, it's still, yeah, I feel a little bit stressed still. There's still a lot of things going on. I'm starting to think a little bit also about cutting costs here and there, and I've actually stopped working with the current accountant. Also, it's basically because I kind of want to do the accounting myself, because it's actually quite simple business to account to do the accounting, so it's possible. But also, it's the accountant I had was a little bit more. Actually, they were very nice. They're very good at what they do, but they're a little bit more like a local accountancy. So it's hard to sometimes talk about things, as they don't, for example, know what Stripe is, and then they have to spend a lot of time trying to figure it out. But I do definitely value a good accountant, and I've been already having. I already have another one lined up. So if I ever want to like switch and scale a little bit the business, I have it in place, because I do have seen the value of it, and a lot of people who make a lot of money, they all say the same. So that's definitely something to keep in mind. um, and what I also wanted to talk about is setting goals. The whole reason for this video is to set the goal of 10K a month. It's definitely important to set the goals. Sometimes I get a little bit lost in it myself, because I'm getting very inspired, and I'm like, okay, now I'm going to set goals, and then you set some good goals, and you think about doing this and that, and then you end up not really checking them off. So that's also why I, again, want to do this weekly series where I can actually track myself, because sometimes you set a goal and then you forget about it, and then what was the point? Many of you might have heard of it, but it's very smart to break the goal down into simple steps. So if you have like 10K a month, okay, what does that mean per week? So what does that mean per day? What does it mean on the day itself? And then you can, for example, on the day itself, start creating steps towards the 10K a month. So if I need, if I want 10K a month, I need uh, probably like 12, 13 clients paying 750 a month. That's my fee right now for ads. Just to give a quick example, I need 12 clients right now. I have, let's say, 6. I need so many more. How I'm going to get these clients? I need to send so many emails. The conversion rate on these emails is so much. The conversion rate on my sales is so much. And then you break down, okay, I need to send out 500 emails per day. And that's kind of a lot more feasible than just saying, I want 10K a month, which is very interesting. So that's kind of what I'm focusing a little bit more now, what I need to do in order to get there. Um, and the next thing I don't want to say obsessed with, because I've been bad at doing myself. So then I can't say I'm obsessed, but I really want to start in a way weekly reviewing my business. So I've decided to do it on Saturdays, because it's easy to look at the week which happened. And the main thing is, it's such a cliche saying, but it's so interesting because it's hard to actually implement. Is you don't want to work in your business, you want to work on your business. And especially if you're like a one-man show and you're doing everything yourself, it's quite easy to get lost a little bit in the working in your business, because you just have to fulfill so much work. You have to do sales, you have to do marketing, the actual work. You have to do. You kind of want to keep up with your own socials. You want to have your own presence nice. That's also why I'm making videos and all these things. And then you kind of forget how we're going to improve the processes, how we're going to improve the systems in the business, how we're going to improve, let's say, the automations and everything that will save time in the long term, but it just takes time and you need to separate part of the day to actually work on it. And it's very easy to forget. So that's why I want to, on Fridays, more or less have a little bit look back on the week. Okay, what worked, what didn't work, what went well, where can we improve? Especially if it's just you in the business, it's a little bit easier maybe in a way to implement it, but harder to analyze what's going on because it's yourself. It's a little bit easier maybe if you're in a bigger business and you can see, okay, this person did this well, and it's like easy to analyze different people. It's a little hard to analyze yourself. But that's also why the growth operator part is where I work with partners, so it's a little bit easier. And we actually discussed this, and we're both agreeing very much that this is something we want to start doing. So that's a lot more easy to implement there because we can give feedback to each other and say what we thought was well or not. Going into the next section would be the weekly updates of all the projects I do. So first of all, the growth operator. We actually signed a new client. It was a little bit hard to onboard, but right now we're at 4 clients, which is very nice because we all have a 30% revenue share with them. None of them are up and running. One client is actually up and running, but she is a little different than the usual thing we do, as in usually we actually make the ads, we make the landing pages, we kind of take care of the whole marketing funnel. With her, we just make the ads. So we're sending a lot of traffic to her landing pages, her masterclass, and we're actually tracking the leads. But the process afterwards, where actually the money comes in, is hard for us to track as of yet. She's booking meetings, but we kind of have to see what comes out of it and if it's actually our generated by us, and then we can of course get the 30%. When we have a little bit more control ourselves, like the funnels and everything, it's easier for us to track, okay, what came through us and what was from the ads. Agency wise, I actually signed a new client today, so that's very nice, a pay per month. And then I have had another call with commission client. They didn't want to do a monthly fee, so the only way they would work is commission, and he's going to come back to me with an actual number on what that means, and that will be a yes or no based on that. Not so keen. It's a gut health brand, which the only reason I think is interesting because I know that niche is kind of popular right now, and I have been wanting to improve my Shopify development on the website side of things. I've been very much following Instant. It's a web shop page builder, I would say. And I've been very keen on trying it out, as in building actual landing pages there. So this brand would kind of fit perfect with it. And we discussed if we work together and his website guy who's redoing it now we're not happy with the website, I can take over. So it's a little bit interesting because I want to definitely niche a little bit more down into building very nice converting landing pages and then having ads as well. Having that combination, of course, is very interesting because then you can run ads, send a lot of traffic to the web page, and actually improve that web shop as well, or like, let's say, landing pages. I definitely see the value in knowing both and being good at both, even though it's very different things, but it's very interesting to be thinking about both of these. So very nice to sign a new client and potential new one later. I have 2 more meetings tomorrow, so we're actually doing pretty good. Good to know is that I currently have an email agency doing the setup, and they did all the scraping for me. So that's why I'm booking quite a lot of meetings lately and signing more clients. So it's very interesting to see. And I'm very happy with them. So if you want, I can let you know which one I use, because they only take, like, you need to pay for the software, so all the Google accounts and instantly, but then they only charge for the first month of you charging your clients, and then only 50%. So if you, let's say I have 750 usually before only ads, they would only charge half of that in the first month, and then after that, not anymore. So of course that's a very nice offer that is hard. That's what I told them as well. That's a no-brainer offer. So that's very nice. Next up, which I've been thinking about the whole week, is on the ecom Agape side, I've been filming the giveaway video. I've been working a little bit on the web shop, and actually that's ready to be launched. And just to look back in a few years or a few months, who knows, I want to already mention my goals, at least short term. Number one is I definitely want the Shopify Black. It's very vanity metric actually to need that, but I feel getting that physical proof of you get so many of like orders in, this is you achieved, this is going to be a very nice thing to work towards, and especially since I've been very fan of Shopify so far. So that's number one. Number two is I want to be working together with Daniel Dahlen's 3PL and how they source clothing, ship around the world at a impressively low shipping times. And I just know that if I get my brand anywhere decent, that's when I can onboard. So it's very good to work on my brand myself and get it to a decent amount of orders, let's say per month, because they only even think about working with you if you're at a decent skill. And of course, right now I haven't even started, so I don't even think I can, or I know I can't sign up with them now. But that's definitely for me a very nice objective to work towards. So as soon as I get my brand in a decent, monthly order level, like decent state of the business, I'm gonna be reaching out to them, and then I'm gonna be wanting to work together with them to get global shipping on a very nice point, and hopefully sourcing also products, because that's something he offers in his ecom flow business. So he offers sourcing and 3PL. So it's a quite interesting, I would say, goal. But I definitely, whenever I saw him pitch his idea, it's one of the first things I was thinking, oh, I would want to be using him as a service. So that's very weird, maybe goals for some people, but I definitely want them written down right now on day 7. It's early, so then at day 100, we're already there, who knows? And then we can look back at this and say, nice, we did it. So that's all for now. Quite a simple video. I definitely want to start simple and increase the depth and the complexity of these videos afterwards. But right now I just wanted to journal and get my thoughts out on a video. So that's it. See you in day 14.